Welcome, guys. It's been a while since we've done one of these.
We did one yesterday.
We did?
Don't tell Harry.
When was this?
Okay.
Don't tell Harry. Let's just get all these out of the way right at the beginning. Cedric Diggory died.
No, he
Don't
doesn't.
Spoiler.
He cares so much. He's alive.
Yep.
Oh, Becca's
We just
here.
started. And, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, Becca.
Where's she gonna sit?
So there's a stool. There's a stool right there. She can sit next to Noah. Anyway, so this episode of the Simonji Podcast
It's
is
gonna suck.
it's a little bit different because we're kind
There's
of
no
just
script.
there's no script. We kind of just planned this. What's the word? Spontaneously. Yeah.
Off to a great start. Off to a great start.
Well, Becca, I will tell you exactly what we're talking about. We are going to be talking about stuff that makes you go, wow. And so, you guys, look at that screen over there. Okay, ready?
Wow.
Oh, the audio.
You messed it up. You messed it up. Start it over. It's bad.
We gotta restart from the beginning. What's going on, YouTube?
Things that make us go, wow.
Wow. Ka-chow.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
That's right, Becca.
you
Things
pull
that
up-
make us go,
Wait, can you pull up like YouTube videos on there and stuff that we can all watch together?
I can't. I have to go slide over here and do it.
Oh,
Your
alright.
face is kind of in the shadows, bro.
I could easily.
So is Josh's.
I could throw this.
Your
so.
hats, man.
Yeah, I know.
I guess
Yeah,
we
put it
were.
back.
I guess
Turn
we
it
were going
backwards.
backwards.
Yeah.
We're
I guess
backwards hats gang.
I guess we're being these people.
Yeah, you guys are douchebags for the
What's
day.
going on, YouTube?
Guess so.
Give me a Bud Light, please.
Okay, so we're talking about things that make us go wow. We originally were supposed to be talking about Justice League.
But Adam hasn't seen it.
Adam hasn't seen it, and Becca hasn't seen it.
Sorry.
I've
You
seen
haven't
half
seen
of
it?
it. We can
So-
talk about Justice League for a little bit.
Do you care if we spoil it, Becca?
Martian Manhunter's in it
Which
for like
Justice League?
3
I don't
seconds.
The new one. So they
He
came out with
dies.
the Snyder cut, like the 4
Zack
hours.
Snyder?
Like the 4.
Snyder.
2 seconds. They just kill him off immediately.
It's like a 4-hour version
Spoiler
of Justice
alert.
League.
Oh. Yeah,
Spoiler
I'm
alert.
not gonna watch that.
Okay.
Superman comes back to life.
No way.
He does, yes.
Oh.
But this time he has
Is
a.
it Henry Cavill?
It is.
Cavill?
But this time he has a black suit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
He has a black
Why,
suit.
why
It's
does he have
actually
a black suit?
they don't explain.
Black Lives Matter. That's why.
But, I wrote down some notes for Justice League that Noah and I can just quickly go through since again we haven't all seen Justice League. Noah, did you like it or hate it?
I liked it. I thought it was good.
Okay.
My only gripe about it was that there was some moments where the slow motion was way overused.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was like they made a scene that could have taken like 2 seconds and they stretched it out in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like Aquaman walking into water.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh,
it was
yeah.
it was cool and all, but they could have cut that down quite a bit. They
Yeah.
probably could have cut like an hour out of the movie of just special
I think
or
that was
of
fan
the
service,
slow
right?
motion.
Was
For
he
sure.
shirtless?
Oh yeah. He was
Oh, yeah,
shirtless. And he was drinking something. I think
Maybe I
bourbon.
should watch this movie.
And his was out.
I'll play the movie reviews bumper since we're talking about it. So here we go.
Is that the one photo you have of me?
You've overused that photo of Becca so much.
What?
Hopefully my future employers don't find any of these
Oh no. Yeah, it'll be fine.
drinking beer.
I do have an honest question for the men and for the men only. Buff chicks.
Sorry, I don't have a
Buff
So
chicks.
Tell us what you think, Becca.
hot. It's
Do we think that they're hot? Buff chicks.
Give me an
Depends on
example.
how buff.
So in Wonder Woman, or not Wonder Woman, in this Justice League sequel, they had all those women with like the 6-pack abs that look super fake. Do we think that's attractive or not really?
I mean, as long as her isn't bigger than mine, that's okay.
good answer. Good answer.
That's this Family Feud.
See, I would never date anybody that was bigger than me. And
Well,
I
obviously-
don't mind abs, but the point when they have man arms, that's when it's kind of crossing the line.
Okay,
Fragile masculinity.
you don't like to
No.
get.
The fact when
Don't knock it till you try it.
What do you do?
moving on. Okay, cut. Don't sound corny.
no, there's this
Don't tell Courtney. I changed it from don't tell Harry to.
I think Cyborg in this movie, his character was like way more fleshed out, along with Flash too.
Fleshed out, or
Like,
like.
there was a lot more detail and backstory.
Oh yeah, yeah. It made them make more sense.
Yeah. So, spoiler alert for everybody who's watching this who hasn't seen Justice League or the ending, like Adam and Becca. So, the Justice League, when they're fighting Steppenwolf, they actually lose, and Flash has to go back in time in order to fix
I
it.
hate that.
But it was like
Oh, they do? I don't remember that.
they do, yeah.
It's been
So,
do
a
that
long time.
so they had lost, and Flash had to like go back in time, whatever, and it kind of like left it open in such a way where it was like he was talking to himself like, "Oh, I'm never gonna do this again" or whatever. So he kind of like is aware of time traveling. So I think that's how they're setting up for the new Flash movie.
Is it going to be like a flashback or whatever, or a prequel?
Flashback.
What do you mean by that?
Like, is it going to take place before Justice League happened?
I don't know. It's possible. Like they like how the Flash
No, I
movie
think
starts.
they were
It
saying
cuts
it's
like
gonna
in
be
between.
Flashpoint, no?
Yeah,
Isn't
it's supposed to be Flashpoint.
No,
So
so
that's where he goes back in time, saves his mom, and then
it changes the
the
whole
whole timeline.
universe and everything. That's probably how they're gonna save themselves from losing Batman. And are they losing Henry Cavill now too?
They don't know about.
So they can
Henry
change
Cavill.
actors without.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because they want to do the original
I
Michael
think-
Keaton as Batman, because they just released recently a poster of Flashpoint, and it's Michael Keaton's Batman logo, but with blood on it.
Hmm.
So it's like, ooh, it's gonna be gritty, maybe? Question mark.
Ominous.
Yeah. So
And I think Cyborg was having trouble with the producer or something,
the
or
director. So Joss Whedon, the guy who directed the first two Avengers movie, he's been getting flack for being pretty much abusive.
Oh.
So he, the guy who plays a Cyborg, was saying openly, yeah, there was abuse on set.
Like physical or verbal?
I think it was verbal, but then Gal Gadot, who plays as Wonder Woman, she recently came out and was saying that the director threatened her career. So, yeah.
Joss Whedon did?
Yeah.
Isn't that the guy that does all the Marvel movies?
The first two Avengers movies.
And he's doing DC now?
No, he filled in for Zack Snyder just for the first
okay.
cut of the Justice League that came back 3 years ago.
Gotcha.
3 or 4 years ago.
See, the first two Avengers movies weren't bad though. I thought they were good.
Yeah,
It's amazing how he screwed up the DC movies so hard.
Yeah.
Because he tried to make it like a Marvel movie.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Mm.
Yeah, we won't spend a lot of time on Justice League just because, again, we all haven't seen it. But Noah, what would you rate it just off the top of your head?
The Snyder Cut?
Yeah.
Can I rate it?
Yeah, sure.
8 missing Martian Manhunters out of 10.
So Martian Manhunter was in this movie.
Was?
He was,
For like
yes.
2 seconds.
And he's at the end, too.
Yeah, he's at the end.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
So, but here's the dumb thing. I didn't realize this, but when I was watching it, Martian Manhunter is the general from Man of Steel.
Oh.
I haven't seen. It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
Hold
so
on, let me pull it up.
We should do a movie marathon, starting with Man of Steel, then going to the extended version of Batman vs. Superman. Do Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, going back to the Flash, I feel like the CW and like DC Universe has overdone the Flash so many times now, and I'm lost on
See,
everything. I don't understand it.
I actually like the new Flash. I feel like the CW completely ruined the Flash and made him into like a little. Whereas the new Flash is actually funny.
Yeah.
Who plays him?
Some gay guy.
Ezra Miller. Is it?
Some gay
Oh.
guy.
He is gay.
He is gay.
He is a homosexual.
Nice.
He likes to get.
Okay.
Okay, so looking at the scale here, which will show up down below.
Yes, thank you.
I would say maybe an 8.5 because
Really?
it's better than average, but I don't think you need to watch this, but it's pretty good. I definitely recommend it.
I would say also an 8.
It's longer than heck,
we
but
gotta see
it,
this.
The only downside of the whole entire
It's a long movie.
it's
4 hours?
4 hours. The nice thing is they break it apart into different chapters, so literally you can watch like one chapter and then it'll stop and say chapter 2, so you could stop there and come back to it later.
Oh, is it not in theaters?
It's not. It's on HBO Max.
Oh, okay.
It's
So you can have like little intermissions.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
It's like an old Christopher Nolan movie though, where like the Hateful Eight, where they break it up into Well, that was by Christopher Nolan, right?
No, that was
was he
Quentin
Idiot.
Tarantino.
That was Quentin. Yeah.
Quentin.
Or like
My boy
your boy
Quentin.
yeah, he's my boy. Or like Inglourious Bastards, where it's
Inglourious
like he breaks it up into parts, but it's like you're gonna want to watch it in one
Yeah.
sitting anyways.
So this is Martian Manhunter. He is the general in Man of Steel, the first
yeah,
one.
huh.
Interesting.
So, fun fact.
Wow.
Yeah. So now, good transition. We're going back to stuff that makes us go, wow. Yeah, we don't have to shut up.
Okay.
Get it.
I'm so proud
Oh, you
of
wanna
it.
watch it?
Wow.
Wow.
We're gonna play that so much during this one podcast.
So,
All it is.
Noah, Adam, and I, we just came back from dinner, and we were talking about a little bit, but we were talking about, Becca, to fill you in, and the audience, the new Avengers Land that just got announced.
Oh, I have so many things to say about that.
Okay, what are your thoughts on it?
The drinks.
So I've only seen the most of like
all
I've
I
seen
see.
about it is the animatronic
Yes.
on the Spider-Man portion of it. That blew my mind. Oh my gosh!
I
thought-
need to see this thing. Pull this thing out.
Yeah, you
Okay,
gotta see
all right,
it.
I'll pull it up right
It's
now.
legit.
So,
I haven't seen anything about it except a couple of pictures.
I've-
Wait, so is that a
So
real
that's
person?
a real person.
So this is a real person. So this is what happens. They do like a little show at Avengers.
And nobody cares.
That nobody cares. Like there's like one guy watching. He's like, oh, that's my dad up there. So he's practicing. Like the whole story is like he's training to be an Avenger type thing, right? So he does all these flips. I'll just skip ahead because who cares? He does all these cool flips. Wow, look at Spidey go! What moves?
That's an animatronic.
Yeah, so it's literally a robot that they're launching in the sky like that.
But it's
And
so
that's it.
human-like,
Yeah,
and it's not like
super.
hooked up to anything.
Wait,
like,
keep playing it. What happens next?
So
Oh.
I want to see how the story ends. And then what happens over here is he does the whole wall climbing thing. So he like flips up like that and like, look at him go! Wow, he's
So that's a
Spider-Man.
Wait, that's a human.
Yeah.
That's
Why
the
don't they
human.
just fling a human in the air?
Because it's like dangerous or whatever.
That's a good question. I don't know why they just don't fling a human.
I mean,
in
they're
there.
already paying that guy to do all this crap. Why not just fling him in the air?
That
And
has
then
a
you don't have
very-
to waste all that money developing that stupid Matronic, unless you just have that thing
Wow.
flinging at random.
So there was speculation when this first came out that they wanted to launch it over people, but at the very beginning I was like, there's no way they would fling a robot because if something were to
Yeah.
terribly go wrong, that could kill somebody.
Oh, for sure.
And
Not
I
if it
think
works every time.
there would be something.
A bird flies into it.
Spidey, look out for
Can you
Birdman.
imagine? And then this 100-pound robot thing falls on a child.
A bald eagle comes out of nowhere representing freedom and it just gets nailed.
Just a plume of feathers and then the dead
See,
kid.
I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever seen because I thought that was human at first, and then all the comments were like, "No, that's like a robot."
Yeah.
And I was like, "How does that work?" Because
They-
you look at the
They show it
animatronics.
in, you know that they show it in that Disney documentary. It's on Disney Plus. It's like basically how they made Disney.
They do.
And-
Let me see if I can try
And
to
they
find
they
it.
show them developing that technology. So as soon as they said that they were coming out with Avengers Land, everybody already knew what they were gonna release.
Is this it?
It was like, oh, they're flinging a robot. Oh, he looks like Spider-Man.
I just thought like the movements were so human-like. That's impressive.
Yeah, and the thing is about that too, they can program it so it does like different like moves. So okay, so this was in the
Badass.
documentary that Noah was talking about. So yeah, they like literally fling him up in the air like this.
That's so cool. How do they reset it?
So they catch it in a net underneath and then just drag the corpse off the net and then they're like, all right, good job, buddy, you're on to the next one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like Spider-Man. You know,
Yeah, see what
like you knew right away what they were going for.
right. But again, I don't
That's
know why they
crazy.
just wouldn't like flip.
Imagine if
The
the
lawsuit?
imagine if the rope doesn't like release correctly and it releases too early. It just goes straight into the
Well,
wall.
how do you think they got to program this suit to do that?
To do that.
Don't you think that they had a guy in a mocap suit and they flung him in the air and he did that and then made the suit copy that? That's how they
Probably
do.
some sort of stunt double.
That's
would-
how they
it would
do
be
all
some-
of it.
yeah, it'd
So
be
why
something
not
like that.
hire that guy, cut out this whole whatever money that you had to
'Cause
spend?
You know you want to say it.
Because it costs more money to.
What?
You're like, why don't they just cut this bull?
Yeah, exactly.
It costs more money to cover someone's health expenses than it does to make a product.
The liability is huge because look how, I mean, there's a building right there.
Yeah,
I don't think realistically you can launch a human like that. The only reason they
Sure
can
you
do that
can.
speed
How do you think they got that?
It's a robot. You can, because no, because he's holding on to something and it instantly detaches. But you can't do that with a human.
You can do it with the
Look at
human.
that.
Sure you
Well,
can.
there-
It's off
there-
your arms.
okay, so
the G-force.
That is true. Yeah, Becca, you make a good point. The sheer G's of like just getting
No, you
yanked
could
by
do
your
it.
arms.
You could do
You
it.
would dislocate something. And to
Well,
do
this
that like
thing's-
multiple
and-
times.
okay,
throughout
this
the
It has
thing-
to
day.
detach too.
This thing's
Yeah.
probably tons heavier than a person. So they have to shoot it off faster. Human, you probably don't have to shoot it off with as many G forces.
But I'm telling you, a human had to have done this to get the robot to do it. They can't just
Yeah, but they
fling
wouldn't
a.
fling them that high. You could just.
I
Like,
guarantee
do
you
a flip in the air.
that robot alone is multi-million dollars. They're not going to
Oh, yeah.
fling
It's
a.
Disney. I mean,
They're not going to fling a
pocket
multi.
change, man.
I know, but they're not going to fling a multi-million-dollar
$2.
robot in the air just to watch it crash so that they can learn how to make them flip.
Yeah.
They're going to program it
Well,
beforehand and
obviously,
then
it's
test
like
it.
with video games, like they have that ball suit and they'll do.
Yeah. That's
They'll-
the mocap
yeah,
suit.
yeah.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, exactly. That's how they do robots. Like, have you seen those like robots that are like dogs and stuff, and they walk exactly like a dog?
Yeah.
It's because they put like a mocap suit on a dog.
Let's start a donation. GoFundMe. Help Adam make a video game.
Oh gosh. All right, I think we should talk about the best thing that's at Avengers Land, the food. So in front of me, I have the list of food that you can get at the Avengers campus. This is the Avengers Land for all you non-nerds
The
out there.
$100 Philly cheesesteak.
You can go. I'm getting to that. You can go to the shawarma.
That's at Avengers Land. I thought you said that was Adventureland.
No, at Avengers Land.
Oh.
Okay, we'll start there. So there's a
Disneyland.
restaurant called the Prim Tasting Lab. Has food of different sizes and shapes. There's even a sandwich that costs $100 that can feed 6 to 8 people.
Jeez.
I can't eat
Here
it.
is possibly a
Okay,
picture of it.
To divide
It's
by
12.5 bucks a person.
That's not bad for Disneyland.
Okay, so this is what the single slice is. The single slice I think is like $15. That's what it looks like.
Jeez.
That's
And
pretty.
then-
That looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it worth
$15?
12.5 bucks?
Yeah. You said the single slice is $15.
Yeah, I think they said.
$15.
For that little like.
Yeah, and then here's the full
That
size.
get chicken facilla.
Yeah, you like slice it up.
Jeez,
That's
still
the
kinda
full
small.
size.
Yeah.
That's
can eat that.
tiny. I could eat that by myself, no problem. $100 for that?
Yep.
I was expecting like a thing like this big and
I
like
was
this
expecting it
wide.
too. Yeah.
Speaking of Disneyland food, if you go to Disney World, the food is way better.
You get it. You went to
Oh, yeah.
Disney World.
Oh, yeah, don't even
No,
talk about
Disney-
You get it. You're married.
Disney World, you'll understand when you're older. Disney World food makes Disneyland food look like cafeteria food.
So the second place you can get food at is the Shawarma Palace. Remember in the
That's
first
funny.
Avengers when they made that joke about
Shawarma?
going to get shawarma?
You remember
So
that in the first one?
No. Oh yeah. Let me just remember one joke from the first Avengers movie that.
I remember it. I remember
Yeah.
the joke.
and that's it. That's the only two. That's the only two food things that they have there. Now, Becca, you're probably going to ask yourself, what kind of rides do they have at this new Avengers Land? Becca asked that question.
They don't have any rides, do
Hey,
they?
what kind of rides do they have at Avengers Land?
Becca, I'm
Josh?
glad you asked because
don't.
this ride will make you go wow. Because you're on that
Wow.
segment right now. It's the Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure. So pretty much
Oh boy!
imagine Toy Story Mania, but with your hands.
Imagine a first-person
I've
shooter,
seen
but you're
that.
not killing people.
Yeah. So there's actually a video out already of somebody who recorded the whole thing, so we can watch it right
Jeez.
now and
Oh,
see
gosh.
I've seen this all over TikTok, and they have like
What's TikTok?
it. It's the Chinese-funded social media thing, dude.
That's why I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
You've never heard of TikTok?
Dude, you are an old
What do you live
person.
under a rock, dude?
That's what it is.
Ever
I'm
since
just
you got
kidding.
married,
I just
you're an
deny
old
it because
person.
it's Chinese.
Okay, so here's the full PVO of the Web Slingers ride. Spoiler it for all those people who actually want to go on the ride to
You mean
witness it.
POV?
That's what I said.
You said
said PVO.
PVO.
Whatever. Gosh, this is so boring.
This is really boring. Skip.
Fast forwarding.
Skip.
Wow, I was enjoying it.
I could care less. I
Jesus, he
just want to
talks
see
for
the
so long.
actual parts where he's shooting it.
Okay, so here's the thing. So the whole story is those spider bots, they go crazy. And guess what? We need help from Spider-Man to stop the spider bots.
No, Spider-Man needs help from you to stop the.
That's true. So this is how it looks like on the ride. So you can obviously, there's a camera right there. That keeps track of like when you do your hands and stuff like that. And then you pull up to these giant screens like in
That's a lot of wires exposed for a Disney ride.
That's a good point.
that is a lot of wires. That is a good
One
point.
yank. and
Maybe
it's
that is
done.
not what I think it is.
Or maybe there's glass in front of it.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's on the outside of the
Nope,
glass.
that's
That's
right
like
there.
right there in your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah,
ugly
It's so
thing.
blurry.
It's a 3D
Gosh.
thing, yeah. So
Yo, he going ham.
Dude, he's going so hard.
this is great footage, isn't it?
Holy
So
crap.
he's wearing something on his arms, which I think helps track,
Oh,
the
that's the
shooting and
attachment.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can like. Yeah.
yeah.
And
So
then you can buy more attachments or something, or
they-
a different type of
Iron
attachment.
Man.
they
and-
do have like a pay to win almost thing where you can buy like different attachments, like, and then bring it onto the ride and use it for the ride itself.
Gosh.
He going
Dude, he is
ham.
going so hard.
Look at his points go up.
It does look very
It's
cool.
exactly like Toy Story Mania.
It is exactly like Toy Story Mania.
Buzz
though.
Lightyear.
Just
seems
themed
so,
different.
I feel like
it
this is more
seems so
Buzz Lightyear than
boring.
it is
It does
Toy
seem
Story.
very boring. It's like, okay, another motion simulator? Are they going to get rid of Buzz Lightyear then?
No, because that's in Disneyland.
This is
California
this
This isn't California Adventure.
Are they going to get rid of Toy Story Mania? Because that
Probably
ride seems
not.
to be always popping off.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Why do they make another one?
They should get rid of Buzz Lightyear and bring back the People Mover.
No, they would need to get rid of Star Tours and put back the People Mover. I'm pretty sure.
No,
that's-
the line was over by Buzz Lightyear because Star Tours was out when the People Mover was there, or when Rocket was
Oh.
there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the line
you
was
guys-
inside of Buzz Lightyear. We should make our own cryptocurrency.
Oh gosh.
And
Can
then-
it be called Sidric Coin?
No, there's
Yes. And then we'll support it on the channel, and everybody can get on the ground floor. Josh, start looking into how to make your own cryptocurrency.
Oh, there's so many
we
out
can make
there.
millions.
One of my boss was actually telling me he's in a cryptocurrency. It's one that I've never heard of, but right now it's worth like 0.000063 of a cent, and he's got like 40 million of it.
We should FaceTime Ryan right now and ask him his general opinion
Absolutely
on
not.
Bitcoin.
He will speak
I thought you were
for
gonna say
hours.
ask him about his gender.
Or we could do that too. We're an inclusive podcast.
That
here.
would be a
He's
really
in the
long
process of
conversation.
transferring.
Yeah, let's talk about our pronouns. What are your pronouns?
I identify as Apache helicopter.
Damn it, that's mine.
All right, what are your
Apache.
pronouns?
No,
No.
I'm Voldemort. I want to be Voldemort.
No. I identify as Cedric Diggory. No. I want to be Harry Osborn.
Very awesome.
You're both.
I just want to be rich.
I think that's a good place to end it for tonight. Comment down
How long have
below.
we been filming? This hasn't even been that long.
We've been filming for 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, end it. Comment more. We need more comments.
Comment
Not
more,
from you,
please.
Mom.
Make us more popular.
Yeah, Mom, please don't comment. Yeah.
We'll ban you.
You can listen to the audio-only version of this podcast on Google and Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and the iHeartRadio app. So
Hey.
be sure to check us out on that. And is there anything else you guys want to say before we?
Subscribe. We need more subscribers. We're going under.
We're almost at
We're
almost at 100.
The 100th subscriber
Like,
will
we'll
get a
pay
free
you.
Xbox.
We can't make promises we can't
Free Xbox Series X and a free PC and a PS5 as well.
And Josh will personally come to your house.
Josh will
And
also
show
buy
you
you a
good times.
house. He'll come to your house and then buy you a house.
Josh will bring his orange nipples over to your house in a glass box.
He'll pay off your mortgage and
Oh my!
ask you about your car insurance.
My fiance is gonna kill me. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Horrible movie. Would never recommend it to anybody.
Okay, I also hated this movie. This was a piece of garbage. Noah, I'm curious about you because you wanted to withhold all your comments. So Noah, what did you think about this movie?
You know what? I didn't think it was that bad, actually.